Hello everybody, John here from the esports department going over tonight's two-game LCK slate. I'll tell you though, as we get right into it, I'm sure a lot of you agree with me, if there was ever a slate that should show you why playing two-game LCK slates is not the thing to be doing, yesterday was a great example of that. A lot of UCal running around in my cash lineups yesterday, a lot of UCal just running around, hanging out, chilling out. I don't think you could have played a worse lineup in cash than me yesterday. Well, as far as like the actual playing the two favorites goes, this is just playing two-game LCK slates is just rough, dude. That was the first time I tried to play cash in one, and it was just I'm stuck to some big field GPPs in the LCK from now on until we get the LPL back to join it. Tonight, one real banger of a matchup, and then one that's not quite as exciting. We got Nongshim Red Force plus 360, 3-6 on the season. They are up against GenG minus 600 at 6-3 on the season. This is one of those matchups that doesn't warrant too much chatter. GenG's a huge favorite and should be. They lead in every statistical category. The only thing to really look at is that 17.4 kill per win from GenG with the 18.1 DPL from Nongshim, I think, is relevant. You're probably looking at a pretty high-scoring game there. I think, Damwon this season in general, who's in the other matchup, has not been very high-scoring this year. I'm guessing you're going to see some pretty decent scores out of GenG as an expectation. So we're probably leaning towards GenG, which unfortunately is probably going to be chalky as well. Let me look at pricing real quick. So GenG a little cheaper than Damwon, who we're going to go over in just a minute. The second match of the day is kind of the banger. HLE at plus 275 up against Damwon Gaming minus 425. HLE 6-3 on the season, Damwon 8-1. When you compare the stats, we've got 1837 in gold per minute to 1903, a plus 70 gold differential for HLE, a plus 207 for Damwon. Same first blood for the teams, a slightly better first turret for Damwon, and about a 10% dragon edge. At 15 minutes, it's about a 1200 gold advantage to Damwon. So, as much as I kind of hyped it as a banger, Damwon definitely crushing in every statistical category. Can HLE beat Damwon? I think definitely they can. I think 275 might be a little heavy even, given how Damwon looked in their first series coming out of the break, and I'm sure HLE has this one marked on their calendar as one they'd really like to win. Damwon should still be a favorite, obviously, but HLE feels like a team that definitely has the potential on any given day to beat a team like Damwon. So I think this matchup's going to be really fun to watch. It's going to be very exciting. I think that Showmaker-Chovy matchup is usually a banger. And should be even better here. Looking at the HLE side of the KPW, 19.4 to Damwon's 18. I mean, if HLE wins, I think they're going to knock the shoes off the slate. If Damwon wins, you're looking at a 15.3 into a 16. Not that exciting, and that's been kind of standard for Damwon this season. I really don't think Damwon has scored well in almost any of their slates. So I'm leaning towards GenG as a heavier stack. Personally, if you're going to play something like cash, like I said, I don't really recommend playing cash on these slates, man. It's too tough with these teams don't release their lineups. I mean, Damwon's pretty safe. GenG, we're going to get their lineup, so at least you're probably safe playing GenG Damwon in cash. I don't see Damwon making any subs, but you never know, man. You just never know. They brought up somebody during the off season here, and even though you wouldn't expect them to switch it up since they're 8-1 and crushing, they might just put a guy in against HLE just to give him some stage time for no reason, and it's just very tough to decide whether or not something like that's going to happen. So I just generally don't recommend cash. I don't think GenG has been as hot second half of the season as they were first half. I think in the big field GPPs, it's the same advice it always is on a two-game LCK slate. Identify the lowest owned team, which I think is going to be Nongshim Red Force. Get yourself some Nongshim in the large fields, or get yourself some HLE, or get yourself some Nongshim with some HLE, and get into the big fields. You could also try, let me look at what the scoring looks like, the scoring expectations for the favorites. 83 and 82. Ruler with 89 is the standout. So let's see. For ownership, I think it should be GenG, followed by Damwon, followed by HLE, followed by Nongshim. I think more people will take a shot on HLE being able to beat Damwon versus Nongshim being able to beat GenG. That makes sense to me. For cash games, what I'm interested in, what do we get? You can get a BDD captain with Showmaker and Barrel. That's obviously a super strong cash lineup. Assuming you're going to get to see GenG's lineup, it does have Showmaker in there, which is the person that I believe that Damwon picked up their backup for. It seems unlikely that he would get subbed, but just in case, you may want to be careful and try to reconfigure that in some other way. The thing I wanted to look at though, is it possible to get Ruler Captain? This is for GPP. For cash, that lineup looks sweet. I just wanted to see if it's possible to get Ruler Captain if you took which of the other team slots you could fit in there to get Ruler Captain. So you could take HLE or Nongshim, right? Oh. Nongshim. Yeah, you could put HLE or Nongshim in the team slot and get an 80 carry captain. I might try that in the big field GPPs. That seems like something reasonable to do. You can always swap it up too, do like Ghost Captain with 4 GenG and one of the other team slots. That's a small way to get a little bit of differentiation, and if one of the other teams wins a game, you might be able to make up the points that they miss in the team slot up with the 80 carry. I think that's reasonable as something to try. Other than that, I think for GPPs, you just have to play some Nongshim or some HLE and have a prayer on one or the other. Just unfortunate, but these 2-game LCK slates are just brutal, man. They're really, really brutal. You can try game stacks. I think HLE Damwon makes a lot of sense as a game stack. I'm not so sure on Nongshim and GenG. I think if I was going to game stack, I would lean HLE Damwon as my game stack. But it's really all you can do today. I mean, it's just not very exciting playing 2-game LCK slates. I don't see much reason to move away from the optimized lineup for cash. It's a perfect 4-3. BDD, I think, has been among the top scorers. I think he's slightly under projects Clit on this slate. That must be due to Nongshim, because I'm pretty sure BDD has generally outscored the jungle fairly heavily this season. He's been a good scorer, so I mean this lineup just makes too much sense for cash. I may trick myself into playing some cash, and I'm just going to feel terrible when one of these teams subs for no reason, but at least we get the GenG lineup to start with, so we can see if there's something weird going on there. If there was some sort of weird subbing, Karis is only 7,000, so yeah, he saves you about 200. Could you get like say a Ruler Captain if Karis was playing? Let's see, 200 gap, 400 gap. Let's say that we were playing Karis with Ghost, Damwon team. There's a 200 gap, 200 gap, so it wouldn't matter which one of those you chose. Still doesn't quite get you where you'd want to be for an 80 carry captain. That would have been kind of a cool lineup if Karis was playing. Maybe if you get Karis and Flawless or something like that. Flawless still only saves you another 200, so you still couldn't afford it there. That's unfortunate. That could have been a kind of cool lineup if they were playing backups and you still wanted to play GenG, but yeah, wait to see the lineups. Maybe if GenG's playing backups, maybe you play Nongshim in a bunch of GPPs. Just not too much exciting on this slate as it is with these 2-game LCKs. So I will be back tomorrow, and I believe we only have one more day of LCK only before we get off that train and be happy with ourselves that we don't have to deal with that garbage anymore. And until then, I will talk to you guys later. Make sure to check out the CLG free contest tomorrow. Don't miss out on that. It's on DraftKings. Even if you're a high-stakes player, play that. Show them that the sponsorships are working when it comes to that. Don't miss out on Thrive this weekend. It's a good Thrive contest. They're still trying out the GPPs. They want to see how that's going to go. Try to get in there and help them out. Just a lot of stuff to get involved with, and a lot of stuff to where you can make some money for free. So just give it a shot, man. And I will talk to you guys later, and have a good one.